Cam's Real Talk, Talk 99.5 worldwide at breakingbreadradio.com. Make sure you check out the live stream. We're not there anymore, are we?
Nope, no, you're still there. Don't stop talking.
Sorry. Well, no, like everything just like went completely silent. And I was like,
you're still loud and clear.
All right,
yeah,
cool. Yeah. All the stuff I said before. Plus, I hope you guys had a great Mother's Day. So,
nailed it.
There's all that coming to you live from the Breaking Bread studios here at Redland Rifle Company, or the Redland Rifle Company studios here. You know what I mean. If you're looking for a piece for some peace of mind, come get a gun from Redland. Highway 280, just up the road from the fine folks at Vapor Forge, except for they're just a little down the street next to Bailey Brothers Music. Great selection, great prices, great service. You smoke cigarettes for way too long like I did, stop. It'll be the best thing for you. You'll appreciate it. And, yeah. So go check them out. Tell them the Chub Father sent you. Get more information at vaporforge.com. I'm very interested to know how you guys' how you gentlemen's time with the mother of your children and mothers and whatnot went yesterday. But I'm going to hold on to that for a moment so I can keep things moving with my brother AJ and Crocker Moving Services.
Yes, CrockerMovingServices.com, CrockerMovingServices.com, great moving company, very professional. I mean, look, it's an American just brand that just, I mean, from top to bottom, as far as with Eric Crocker, the founder of the company, serving in the military, serving this country, to the equipment they use, to just everything about from the hiring practices to just making sure yourself is well taken care of. I mean, you couldn't get any better than that. I'm telling you, you're going to be very pleased, and they're going to make moving fun again. I didn't think that you could, but that is the actual case. They're going to make moving fun again. So when you need a great moving company, reach out to the moving professionals. That's CrockerMovingServices.com. CrockerMovingServices.com, CrockerMovingServices.com. All right, so just a couple of things that I saw in the news real quick. So, JD, you may have a thing on this. So, Siri, you know, there's a class action lawsuit that Apple has to pay out $95 million for claims that Siri spied on its users.
That's why I don't invite her into the house. It's not allowed.
And just real quick, I know we were switching everything, but you sound kind of muffled right there, real quick, JD. Just
we're trying to get it all figured out.
How's that?
Proper.
Yeah, and that normally, you know, as we did the rodeo this past Friday, so shout out to Helena Hollow for having us out there. We had JD literally like broke down everything from the studio and brought everything out to the location. Great time out there. It was pretty fun.
And then we had
trying to get all that stuff better. So
we tried to help it grow.
But yeah.
Most of it's still sitting on the floor.
I said we added some water to it and tried to help it grow, trying to help our setup grow.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's what you're supposed to do when it comes to water and electronics. I mean, it makes things sound a whole lot better, from what I've heard.
Absolutely,
it's a new underwater show,
right? But we're glad that you guys are still on, and we get a chance to hear y'all lovely voices. So, also in the news, I like a good hot dog. Okay, those who may know me, I love me some hot dogs. Mm-hmm. Some people may call them. Well, I'm not gonna call them the other words that some people may call them, but
wieners.
Well, not that. I was talking about glizzies, but that's a whole nother thing. Hot dogs, but Nathan hot dogs. I got to say that, and what's the other one? It's the kosher hot dogs.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of them.
Talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of them right now. But also, you know, just a straight up old school ballpark hot dog. But the Nathan hot dogs, they are coming out with a new flavor or a new version of their regular hot dog.
What you talking about?
And it is hot and spicy beef franks.
So it'd be like it's like a red hot.
No, it's just hot and spicy. It's just the same look as their regular Nathan hot dog, but it's hot and spicy. So they got the spiciness inside the hot dog casing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
I can hear the excitement right there. Yeah. Like, okay, well, whatever. All right, cool. Okay, so I thought this was pretty funny. For those who go to Starbucks and order a caramel macchiato with extra foam with oat milk, they said there are some things that you shouldn't do at Starbucks. One, honking your horn in the drive-thru. That's a no-no. Okay.
Unless you're in New York.
Well, yeah, unless you're in New York, or you're going through withdrawal syndromes because you need that caffeine fix. Calling a drink by its TikTok name and expecting a barista to know how to make it. I guess that's the thing where people will go to Starbucks and be like, oh, well, I want the Al Pacino Frappuccino. And they're like, what the hell is that? Like, don't do that.
With extra crunch ribbons.
Right.
And pearl
like, that's
hair.
a big no-no. Now, sometimes some people love to pay things forward, saying, hey, I'm going to go ahead and pay for my drink, and whatever the other person orders behind me, go ahead and put that on my tab as well, too. Well, they say that's a big no-no. That's being rude, because some people may go over and beyond and want to exploit that. So,
well, listen, I ain't paying for nobody's nothing in Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, on more than 100 occasions, I've absolutely done that at various other drive-thrus.
Done that a few times.
In restaurants. At Starbucks, hell to the no.
I definitely don't do it at Chick-fil-A. That costs pretty
Yeah, because that
right
stuff is
there.
expensive.
Yeah.
It's like going to Perry's and being like, hey, I'd like to pick up their I'd like to pick up their check.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I mean, unless you're gonna go like with the Chili's route and put your food or your coffee drink on credit, then that might be a possibility. But if your credit doesn't go through, then you're gonna be SOL. Telling your barista they're making you late for work. Well, if you decided to go to Starbucks and you have 10 minutes to get to work, and you decided to stop there first, that's not the barista's fault.
Right.
So
that's fair.
Yelling into the.
What if I tell them they're about to make me change my gender because I'm finna go all menstruating woman and just bite your head off if you don't hurry up?
They're just gonna match it.
Yeah.
They're gonna match your anger with extra hostility, a little hostility on top of it.
Well, and here's
Spell
the thing.
your name wrong.
Yeah, here's the thing about that, right? Because my thing is this: if I can't see you, once you go around that corner and you're dealing with my drink or food, I'm not gonna cuss you out because I don't want no extra special, sauce in my drink. If you know what I'm saying, I don't need nobody, hacking or coughing up a noogie up in my drink or anything like that. So I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna do that. Yelling into the drive-through speaker as soon as you pull up.
Well,
I guess people do that.
What else you supposed to do?
I guess you're supposed to wait till them to acknowledge you and say, hey, welcome to Starbucks. We want to try our famous so-and-so drink with extra thing today. Or you want to use the app. And you be like, no. And then you go place your order.
I like to go into the whole, like, Bert and Ernie thing from back in the day. I'm like, what'd you say, Bert? I got a banana in my ear.
I really don't like the
Although that might be
drive-thrus.
foreplay for some of those baristas.
That's true. I don't really like the drive-thrus. You get in them, and it's like it's a recording. Hi, welcome, and then like it's like some lady that does the initial one, and then it's like Bruce gets on there. What can I get you today? You're like, oh, that's kind of odd.
I also don't.
I don't know.
I also don't like the relatively new trend of boxing you in. Like every new fast food restaurant that's built now is made so that like once or they think
I was gonna say
once your car's in the drive-through, like you're not leaving.
Nope. I got tires in a truck. I'm good. I can get out of there.
Yeah, no, I got a 14-inch. I got a 14-inch lift and 4-wheel drive. I will hop a little curb.
Yep.
And enjoy.
Well,
it.
This wasn't at a fast food place, but this was at a barbecue place. It's not too far from the station. And once you get in that line, There's no backing out, and there's no pulling forward, and there's no going to the left or right because one, if you go to the left, you run right smack into the building. If you go to the right, you run dead smack into some bushes. And I was like, oh dang, and I was stuck, and I just wanted something simple. But sometimes people decide to order half of the menu and want to say, and then sit there and go through each one of their bags to say, okay, make sure they got everything to double check. And I'm like, and I ain't gonna lie, part of it is my fault because I decided to go like 10 minutes before I had to be on the air.
I've been a victim of your watch before.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes I go and it's no problem, and then sometimes I go and it's like, well, what's on the menu today? I don't know. What do y'all serve? And it's like, bro, you're at a barbecue place. Just like pick something, please.
Well, let me tell you, if I'm ordering that much food, then I'm probably bringing it home to people or bringing it home to the family. And if I've paid $100, which is what Jim and Nick's barbecue costs for a family of 5 or 6, then, I am checking every bag. Yeah. I'm making sure I got every extra thing that I asked for and they charged me for. I'm making sure I got plates, silverware, napkins. You can charge me what you need to for it.
All the things.
But you're going to make sure I get what I'm supposed to have. And I will hold up your drive-thru looking through my bag.
I mean, well, okay. Well, we may have
I'm just saying that's just me. That's just me. So if you were taking a bunch of food home to G and the kids and the in-laws, you wouldn't take an extra minute to make sure it was right?
I'm not checking.
Well, if I did that, I wouldn't go through the drive-thru. I actually would go in. And then I would have more time to sit there and look at everything.
Right.
But that's just me,
Right.
I
heard that.
And plus, if I'm doing ordering like that much food like that, I'm not going to go to the drive-thru unless I have to.
I always forget to check every single time.
Oh yeah,
every time.
Well, you're my favorite customer. I just be throwing random stuff in there.
Now, if I check, I'm coming back.
Right.
I mean, I'm coming back. Like if I'm like, I'll come say something.
Speaking of checking, if you're watching one of our 3 stream sites, which would be at Broken Bread, BHAM on X, Breaking Bread Radio on Facebook, or Breaking Bread Radio AL on YouTube, then you can see we have the oven cam set up, and I have put a double stuffed brown sugar and cinnamon homemade Poptart in there. And I'm just going to check it real quick. So,
all right. And I'm going to wrap this up as he's checking that real quick. I know it's probably smelling really good in there. And that shout out to Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches because it's almost kind of like we're paying homage to that. And we're going to talk about that strawberry Pop-Tart we did earlier today. Real quick, saying in another location, another employee or location does whatever you ask for. That's a big no-no. That's being rude. Placing an order online and then immediately asking if it's ready, which that doesn't make any sense. And sitting at the drive-through window after you received your order. So they say that is pretty rude.
Look, this just sounds like a list made by somebody that's in the service industry that should not be in the service industry.
Doesn't it seem like that this is a large group of people concerned about the fact that they should have some more privilege? I mean, isn't that really at the end of the day, you have a job at Starbucks, so you don't think that you should have to go through what, other restaurant workers and owners go through because you're a Starbucks barista, you're entitled to,
To be fair, that's who they're hiring. It's kind of on them.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. And final story as we wrap things up real quick. Oreos, only for a limited time. They only made like 1,000 of these. It is Cherry Blossom Matcha flavor Oreos. And you can only get them online. So
what the hell is that?
Nasty.
It's just matcha is not really a really good flavor, but it's one. It was very popular a couple of years ago. It was very trendy. It was one of those drinks, especially like boba teas and all that stuff.
I was gonna say that sounds like putting little balls on your on your Oreo.
Stand them little squishy balls.
Yeah. Matcha. I don't know.
But it's like a green drink. It's it's kind of hard. Yeah, it's like a green type of drink. But it's I mean, some people like it. To each their own. But you can only get it between the claim your free pack between May 15th and the 20th while supplies last. So there you
They'll
go. If you
extend
don't
that.
know, now you know.
I know so much more than I did when we started. Thank you, AJ.
Anytime.
I appreciate that.
Probably do it again tomorrow.
I'll tell you what, Chris and Keith and the people at Birmingham Broker, Craig. Yeah, I'll tell you what they want you to know. There's a better way to get rid of your current ride. That's by going to bhambroker.com and filling out some information and having a consultation and handing them the keys and letting them sell your car and sell your car faster. You don't have to. They're going to take care of a bunch of the paperwork, the detailing, the minor ding fixing. There's a real good chance because they have a worldwide network of people looking to buy vehicles. They probably already have somebody who is looking for your particular make and model. And it's not just super fancy cars and super high-end cars. Like, the meat and potatoes of their business is their Honda Accords and Toyota Corollas, your everyday driver. So get more information at bhambroker.com, bhambroker.com. We're a little ahead of schedule, and I want to talk about Pop-Tarts. So let's take a break so we can do that when we come back. You're locked and loaded with the Breaking Bread crew on Talk 99.5.
You're listening to Breaking Bread on
I was sitting in the kitchen one day and I was
Welcome
itching
back
to fill
to
up my
Breaking
belly
Bread
with the
Radio.
butternut jelly of the best damn
Y'all are
flavor
here
in the
with
world.
AJ, Will, the Chub Father, the Pop-Tart Master apparently, and JD in Breaking Bread Studios. Will is pulling the Pop-Tart out. Oh, look, it's so good.
Well,
Oh my
let me ask
gosh.
you something real quick, JD. How does it
Yeah.
smell right now?
It smells like, I don't know, heaven. It's. I had one earlier. This thing's
Yeah.
massive, though. You're gonna want to cut this up. He's throwing a little bit of. It looks like honey mustard on it. God, I hope that's not honey mustard.
No, okay. So,
No, it's good.
well, first of all, welcome into Breaking Bread, 205-545-9950 or 205-44-BREAD. Look, this thing, and I'm sorry, my screen just died, and I think don't think I'm upset at y'all because y'all eating a Pop-Tart in studio. I just forgot to charge up my phone, so that's on me. Anyway, I'm super excited about this because we talked about this before the show, right? Will and we had talked. He dropped me off some of that strawberry one, and I was like, "Yo, this is really good."
It's
and then
good.
he told me what it took for him to make it, and I'm like, "Yo, I can make this at home myself. Where has this been all my life?" And so, right now, you were doing the cinnamon brown sugar flavor Pop-Tart.
The double stuffed brown sugar and cinnamon. If you're on the stream, you can see it on our table there. It's cooling a little bit because it's molten lava, brown sugar and cinnamon on the
Almost
inside
like
at
a
the
Hot
moment.
Pocket.
Yes. And the break I'm going to run, stick it in the fridge for a second
Oh, that's a good idea.
and let that thing get a little firm.
I like it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that lava's gonna run down your.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
Look, it's not like having good lava just drizzle all the way down your arm.
I don't want to cry
Makes
on
you
the
feel
live stream,
young.
though.
Facts.
So I guess on the other side, we're gonna do a little taste test. Well, JD and Will's gonna do a taste test.
Yeah.
If their mouth ain't burned. You're listening to Breaking Bread, Talk 99.5.
Mike Rowe here with a quick
live. I could
Welcome back in once again to the Breaking Bread radio program right here on Birmingham's Real Talk 99.5. I have pulled the pastry, the Poptart, from the oven and is now in the refrigerator chilling out a little bit.
Smells delicious.
It does. I tasted some of the melty lava, brown sugar and cinnamon that came out of it. It's pretty tasty.
Is it?
It is. So,
Can I ask
good
y'all?
enough.
Okay, what's a good combination of flavor? Because you think about like cinnamon and brown sugar. Who would have thought that those two combinations would have been like a good combination to make? Is there any other like flavor combos you're like, dang, that's actually pretty good?
I mean, I'm sure there are.
Ooh, bacon in that thing. Ooh, that'd be
Ooh,
good.
that would be
if,
pretty
if we
good.
had put some
Like a
bacon crumbles
savory.
in it.
Yeah, like with a little maple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or even on top of it.
Yeah,
I'd really
like
put
a
it in the middle.
salted caramel bacon
Yeah.
flavored Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'm
Mm.
kind of PO'd
That
that you
would be
didn't make
good.
that now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
didn't suggest it until just then.
I'm just saying.
You know, I should have read your mind.
You should
Sorry.
you should have just thought harder.
Yeah, I should have.
Yeah, I think like
Yeah.
a good chocolate strawberry or chocolate cherry will probably be a good flavor combination.
I do
Pop-Tart.
like a chocolate covered cherry.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The kind during Valentine's Day,
Mm-hmm.
Marchino cherry.
Yeah.
Oh, those are so
Mhm.
good. The
Damn.
Queen Anne's. Queen Anne's.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Queens, yesterday was Mother's Day. AJ, how was Mother's Day with G and your in-laws and all that fun stuff?
Oh, it was really cool. We actually went over to the in-laws' house. It seemed like we pretty much do that almost every Sunday. But we go over there and we watch some movies. We allowed the mothers to pick a movie because we have this thing about watching movies and who gets to pick what. I am the reigning champion of that, and I allow my subjects to pick movies from time to time. I like to say that. Because this is what had happened.
G must not be listening.
No. She's on my side because like I always allow her to get movies. Because here's the thing, her dad used to be the guy that used to win all the time to pick movies.
Right.
And I beat him in rock paper scissors video of it, and I beat him. And still to this day, that was back in 2015. It's been what, almost 10 years? It's been 10 years.
Mhm.
Yeah, 10 years. Still been on top. Well, as far as like winning and picking movies, still to this day. And he's
So what-
mad.
So what movie was picked for your Mother's Day viewing pleasure?
They picked the Coupon Queen. It was actually a movie on Tubi. It's actually it's a pretty good movie. It's about a woman who it was when when couponing was like a big thing. I don't know if people still do it. I don't know
Right.
if businesses really dish out coupons. But when the newspaper had coupons, she was one of those ladies who would go out and like just coupon everything and try to get as much free stuff or discounts on a lot of the items. And so basically they ran a scam where they basically was selling, in a sense, the coupons to other people, and people can get a lot of free stuff from all of these stores.
I
And
think I've seen
so-
that or heard something about it.
Yeah. That's why we can't have nice
Yeah.
things.
Right. So it was a pretty good movie. It was a pretty the guy who did the movie they did on the bombing at Olympics. He played the security guard. He was in it. There's some other folks that were in it that you probably would know as well too. But it was a good movie. So
Excellent.
That's what we
Excellent.
did. What
Heck
about
yeah.
y'all? What did y'all do?
JD?
Well, after Amy got done cutting the grass, no,
Barefoot.
nah, no.
In the apron.
I cut the grass, but then I cooked dinner. That's about it. We had a little sous vide steak with a killer twice baked potato. Boy, that thing was money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Little
air
fruit,
fry.
little fruit on the plate.
Look, yeah, a little fruit.
Your
yeah,
presentation was top notch.
yeah. That plate was money, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah,
It was.
absolutely.
Wait a minute. You sent a picture of this?
Did I send that to
what you
Will, or
made?
did I send it out to the
No,
group?
he did send
Oh.
it to me.
Oh, sorry.
And I debated
Yeah.
as I think I actually posted it to our Facebook, or I intended on posting it to our Facebook page with one of those like rate my plate type situations.
Oh, we had a roll too. Y'all, that twice baked potato was so freaking good. So, I like bacon on a baked potato.
Sure.
But I was not about to get into all that, making some crumbles and stuff.
Right.
So I just took, once it got done cooking the first time, I mixed everything up.
Right.
I threw some, just a little light coat of bacon grease on the top of it.
Right.
And it cooked down into the potato. It was so good.
Nice.
Yeah, a little olive oil on the outside of it. Look, I'm like a foodie now.
You are.
So I'm just saying, a little salt and pepper on the outside. Cook that steak for like an hour and a half at 132 degrees, and then took a blowtorch to the top of it.
Came out a very nice medium rare.
Oh, it was perfect. I mean, even the edges, that stuff that normally gets a little too done.
Right.
That's
Look.
what Sue's feeds money.
Look, I'm gonna say this. I just thank you for sharing the picture because now I got to see this artwork that you did. The marbling on the steak and the meat looks really good. The coloring with the medium, just like Will says, cooked to perfection. You can tell you've been practicing the presentation of the plate, the way that you kind of laid everything out with the roll and then the twice baked potatoes kind of like on one side and then the fruit and the strawberries with the grape. Like you really took study like the art form, the artistry of placing the food on the plate. So
I appreciate it, but I did not do any of that. I threw it on the plate, took a picture of it, and ate it.
What I really liked was I really liked the use of the fruit to kind of lighten the meal up, since you dump bacon grease into the potato and everything.
Yeah.
You're like, here, let's lighten this thing up a little
It's the
bit.
same thing when you eat eggs. You put bacon grease in it.
Absolutely.
I'm not afraid to eat that stuff.
No, I'm not afraid to eat
so
either. and I
good. Keeps
you
absolutely
young.
eat it.
Yeah,
keeps
put it
you
on
young. That's what it's supposed to do.
put it on my face every morning before I go to work.
Did you feed
Or
Amy
you-
her
before you do
grapes
the
on her
dip.
plate?
What's that, AJ?
I say before you do the ice dip, you soak yourself in bacon.
No, you do it afterwards. Otherwise, you just get a bunch of bacon grease in the water, and I have to change that out a lot more often. No, thank you. Did you say did I feed?
Yeah, I said, did you feed Amy her grapes? Like in proper queen fashion?
No, she's a grown ass woman. She ate her own grapes.
Well, I mean, I thought it was Mother's Day. Maybe you were being extra nice.
No,
Like, had one of the girls, like, stand there and fan her and, like,
I spent tens of minutes putting that meal together. So
I guess you didn't make her cut the grass.
yeah, no, I
So,
didn't.
Like, you can't get a reprieve from cutting the grass and
Right.
be fed grapes.
Exactly. Exactly.
You don't
What
want to
about the strawberries? Because there were strawberries on the plate. Did you at least feed her the strawberries?
No,
Or
fellas.
did you at least cut them up in half or
don't.
something?
No. I mean, I cut mine up. I mean, look,
Did you at least give her a fork and a knife to cut hers up?
the girls did. They set the table.
It's a group effort.
It is. It really
Yeah.
is. That steak was so good. I mean,
looks good.
I mean, I got it from Piggly Wiggly's, or Piggly Wiggly.
Down home, down the street.
Yeah, local since forever.
Yeah, Piggly Wiggly, where smart shoppers meet.
Yeah, it was good.
That'd be $200. Piggly Wiggly. Shout out to them.
I was gonna say.
Agiloni family,
Yeah,
pay me.
I was gonna say. I felt real old because as I was looking at all the different cuts of meat and everything, this other gentleman came up, and we stood there and talked about for 10 minutes about how expensive steak is, and and sliced cheese. I'm like, man, I can't believe this. This is insane. Because we normally have like half a cow
Right.
slaughtered. So I seriously do not remember the last time that I actually bought steak at a store.
Sure.
It's probably, I mean, I don't know, it's probably been 10 or 12 years, if not longer.
Wow.
I mean, we just don't eat it.
So I know as we're getting ready to eat this, well, I'm gonna say because I'm in a whole nother location. But what age do you start having that old man talk like that, where you start when you stand next to another gentleman and be like, "Yep, meat is really expensive out here, and so what type of meat are you getting? Like what age do you get?"
I mean, yesterday.
Sir. Sir, I was told if I got this particular cut and then went home and beat this meat, that
gosh.
it would tenderize it to no end.
You got to put enough salt on it.
Yeah.
You got to have salty meat.
You got to marinate it a little
Yeah.
bit. You
Yeah.
got to talk to it.
Well, like I said, we just haven't had to buy any kind
Sure.
of steaks. And I mean, I grind like most of the time. I'll not most of the time, but I do get in there and grind up hamburger meat and
Yeah,
throw deer meat in
grind.
there. So I really had no idea that that ribeye was like $30 a pound.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's insane.
We did something yesterday that we have never done. Yesterday was the first time that we had ever taken Stephanie out for Mother's Day. So almost 20 years that we've been cooking at home on Mother's Day. And we came back late from the function down in the country, and she wanted some steak. So she was like, let's just go to Texas Roadhouse. And it was a fantastic experience. It would have been a great experience had it not been Mother's Day. But given the fact that it was Mother's Day, my food was as consistent as it always is. We have great luck with servers there. We used the call ahead function, waited about 45 minutes, went down to the Texas Roadhouse in Pelham, and we got seated about 15 minutes after the fact. I think that the whole experience probably lasted about an hour, which on Mother's Day,
That's not bad.
absolutely fantastic.
You wait an hour usually.
Yeah, and our bill was $1.50, a little bit less than that for the five of us, and they got an appetizer, and we all had drinks, and they got 16-ounce ribeyes, and I actually did something that I've never done. I ordered a filet.
A filet mignon?
I've never ever ordered a filet mignon, but I actually like Texas Roadhouse's steak sauce. But if I order the strip, it's got so much flavor from the seasoning, it doesn't need it. And when I order the ribeye, it's the same. So, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to order something with the intention of using steak sauce with it. And that's what I did. And my 8-ounce filet came out perfectly medium rare, super tender, lacking flavor just because,
No fat in it.
no fat in it. But boy, that Texas Roadhouse steak sauce.
Is it better than Sweet Baby Ray's?
Yeah.
Man, I just went through a gallon of that.
Ugh.
I got some more if you want
I know.
some. You need some.
I need some.
I got
I'll tell
you.
you what. I dropped the jug and had to pour it into a what didn't bust out of it. I had to pour it into a little container, a little Rubbermaid container.
And I tell you what, you'd have thought it was her birthday. Stephanie racked up for Mother's Day after I bought her a new dishwasher.
There you go. You get her
So
a
she
broom
like
or a
the- she like
vacuum
the-
too.
I
When
was gonna say she liked the rag set that you gave her.
No, listen, it's kind of, I was, and look, it didn't stop there. I also paid for the delivery and the installation.
Boom.
And it had been a good month, so I was like, hey, you want one of those fancy new vacuum cleaners too? We saved enough on the dishwasher that I could think I could fit it in.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, let's just wait. And I'll be darned if my children didn't buy her a brand new vacuum cleaner for Mother's Day.
Y'all treating her like the queen she
I
is.
know, man.
I mean, goodness, don't let her get used to that.
Everything we can to make her
Yeah.
life easier.
Boy, I tell you what, that is. I kind of wish I was out at y'all's house for Mother's Day now. Maybe I'd have got something.
Well, I mean, but when Father's Day is gonna be coming up, so you already know they're gonna get like Will a bunch of like cooking tools so he can start cooking more.
They better give him a bunch of guns.
We need to give me,
What
give
if
me
it's like a
guns.
cooking tool gun? There you go.
That'd be
You can-
awesome.
That would be.
It'll be like an AR that can also grill at the same time.
Got a little scrubber on the end
I'm
of
gonna
it.
go get this. Hey, watch them hand motions there, Poppy. Let me let me go get this Pop-Tart.
You don't like my scrubbing motion? Tell you what.
I mean,
was
but
just
your
a
hand
scrubbing
was
motion,
under the
it'd be
table
fine.
though.
it was. Yeah. So
Kind of under the table.
it's kind of.
But no,
I'm
like,
amazed you saw it.
But you know what? That just reminds me about because it happens like every single year. You try to figure out what's the best gift to give someone, because throughout the year you're always giving them something, and then when it comes to these holidays or birthdays, by the time that happens, you're like, well, should I buy them this? Because sometimes I'll be like, I might want to get my wife like a vacuum cleaner because she might think about cleaning the house or whatever, or there's something that she might find a tool to kind of help her out a little bit, So I don't know.
Yeah, I made that mistake one time. Won't do it again. Not gonna happen. So,
But I am seeing Will bring in this delectable treat, which is a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart, slicing it in half right now. I wish that with all the technology that we have right now, we can do like a scratch and sniff, because I bet that the aroma is phenomenal. He basically made this while the show was broadcasting here.
Yeah.
He is showing it
You need
to
to break
the
that
screen.
open.
It showed the people the gooey goodness in the middle of that. Look at that. That is phenomenal.
It looks almost chocolatey.
Yeah.
That is some
But
flaky. Oh my goodness. How is it?
I bet it's so good. You can tell that it's moist, that it's soft.
He's looking at cameras that ain't even streaming.
Yeah. he it's almost like he saw Jesus there for a second.
I love you enough that I would feel bad if I asked you to eat that. Just skip it.
You want me really?
Yeah, just skip it.
You just want to take it with you?
It's not worth your time.
No, you just.
I don't like your tone.
You just want to take it with you.
I really don't like your
you know,
accusatory tone.
I mean, I feel like
He's like, screw this. I'm gonna leave.
I feel like he's trying to take half my Pop-Tart.
I think he is. I think he is.
You know.
So it kind
All
of
right,
came out of
JD,
the oven.
your turn.
I'm about to rock this thing like nobody's business. Dude, that crust is awesome.
It is.
Look, they about to do something illegal to that Pop-Tart that's about to be illegal in all 50 states. So I don't think yeah.
That's better than the strawberry one. Yeah, that is money. Holy cow.
I bet it is good. I bet it's delicious.
AJ, you should try this.
I know.
You,
Hold on, let me hey, you know what? Matter of fact, I'll be right there.
You know what? I'll email you some.
There you go, AJ. There's yours.
Hey,
Wow.
y'all keep talking for like
That's real
20
good.
minutes.
20 minutes?
Hey, y'all keep talking for 20 minutes. I'll be on my way.
Yeah. I'm about to email you some of this, man.
I'm gonna reach over you and push the buttons. Was the phone ringing? Does somebody want to talk to us?
Yeah.
He got so excited to leave, and he's like, "Screw that! I don't care."
Like I don't even know who this is. I'm just gonna do it blindly. Welcome to Breaking Bread.
Hey, this is Hippie. What did he use for the crust?
I just simply went and purchased the Great Value brand 9-inch pie crust.
Pie crust?
Yep, and that's all. It just filled it, sealed it into the oven.
Okay.
So good, and I didn't even.
Well, when you didn't say anything about it, yeah, I have done stuff with pie. Use them to make homemade fried pies,
Oh yeah.
Man, that is so good.
as opposed to making crust.
So no, bro, I highly recommend this brown sugar and cinnamon homemade Pop-Tart.
The crust is real buttery too.
Well, I did coat it with the margarine after the fact.
Oh, is that what that was?
It was.
Oh, I
That
thought
you
you were-
thought I was putting honey mustard on.
Oh, I thought it was like some sort of.
You didn't hear the song about putting butter on the Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good.
Yeah.
No, I really wasn't.
Hey,
paying
I'll let
attention.
y'all go, man.
Hippie,
That's
thanks,
so
brother.
good.
All right, thank you. You know when it's good. You know when something is good. And we're gonna take this break. Is when someone bites into something and they chew in slow motion. You know
Yeah.
it's good when they do that. So
Yeah, it's not even the video feed being slow.
I'm just looking at I'm looking at it, and I just see JD is like a slow motion looking at his finger, and Will is chewing in slow motion because it's so good. I'm just here,
Isn't there a song about slow motion?
There
Couple of 'em.
is.
Couple
I
of 'em.
might play that when we get back. All right, I'm gonna let them finish eating their Pop-Tart. We're gonna take this final break. You listen to Breaking Bread, Talk 99.5.
You're listening to Break.
Welcome back into the diabetic playground that is today's episode of Breaking Bread Radio.
I can eat like 15 of those.
I don't think, kid.
You know what? I'd like to try. So if you just go ahead and make those, that'd be great.
Yeah. Noto Roofing bringing you today's show, noto-roofing.com. Reach out to the roofing professionals if you think you have any issues with your roof. And, you would think with all this rain, you would know. And I believe you do. I can't read and talk at the same time. Yeah. Tell them we sent you.
It's that sugar rush that's happening right now.
Sorry about that.
The Breaking Bread,
Yeah.
the Breaking Bread crew.
I figured you just had that like all memorized or whatever. So it just
I do, but I'm
Yeah.
kind of all verklempt about this Pop-Tart that we just
You're
ate.
what?
Verklempt.
Verklempt?
Verklempt.
Verklempt.
Yeah.
Huh. What does that mean?
I don't know. It's just something that somebody used to say on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, I got you.
It just sounds very professional. That's
There's
what
like
it does.
50 people on the stream.
Yeah, there are.
What in the world?
They know what's up.
Dude, y'all are
Yes.
awesome. That's
Hey,
insane.
Appreciate everybody checking us out on the streaming platforms, checking us out. We always
and,
enjoy that.
If there's nothing funny on television this evening, go to the Breaking Bread Radio AL YouTube channel and watch the fine job of commentating that we did from the Mother's Day Rodeo.
Yeah.
It's exceptional.
Yeah, apparently Jamie watched it, AJ.
Yeah,
And
Jamie and Amy.
loved it.
Jamie and Amy went back and watched it, and they thought that it was quite humorous.
By the way, so on my way home, I was listening to the tail end of it when I went and changed the camera to point at the Jumbotron.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of trash y'all was talking was absolutely hilarious. like, it was just so awesome because I'm just out there doing what I need to do to get that, something other than that.
You just kept looking back at us, smiling, and
Yeah.
I knew you couldn't hear us.
Oh, I had no idea.
and
no idea.
And the more you smile,
Oh my God.
the more it made me
Man,
want to
like,
say stuff.
Friends like this, who needs enemies? Goodness gracious. Talk about how short I was, how I'm going to have to get like a step stool to get the camera up on top of the tripod. I was absolute gold.
Good times.
If you'd like to see the construction of the brown sugar and cinnamon double stuffed Pop-Tart, I actually shot a video and it's only on our X page.
Oh, nice.
And real quick, for the cinnamon sugar, what did you do? Did you melt some butter and just kind of combined it
Yeah,
together and get that slurry?
I just put some butter in with the brown sugar and cinnamon, got it to the consistency that I wanted it, and dropped it in the dough, folded it over, sealed it up, and put it in the Hamilton Beach toaster oven.
So good.
Yeah, I'm very pleased.
Desk
I'm hungry.
Pop-Tart.
I think we're about to start selling slices of this at the restaurant.
Yeah. You never
Me
had a
too.
desk Pop-Tart?
That's a Pop-Tart.
All right, love everybody. Feed the
Feed the
people.
people.
Until we out. Till next time, we out.
Peace.
Peace.